How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Rotherham United Save here on Football Manager 2020. It's episode 2. I hope you guys are keeping well. Hope you've enjoyed episode 1. Big thanks to the support on that one so far. So today, as you knew, we were coming back for the game against Manchester United under 23s, kicking off our Checker Trade Trophy campaign. But before we kick off, be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. And let's jump into the action so far. So after the opening game versus AFC Wimbledon in the last episode, we went on to a second league game of the season, our first home game, and actually ended up losing 1-0 to Lincoln. It was Kian Bolger he was the one that grabbed the winner in the end for them. 74th minute. It was a game we dominated. You look at the stats there. We had 17 shots to their 7, 57% of the ball. We had plenty of the ball, but just couldn't seem to get our goal today. So our first defeat of the season. We were then knocked out in the Carabao Cup up against Derby. We lost that one 2-1. We went 1-0 down. Matt Clark in the 6th minute. Leonardo Campana ended up grabbing an equaliser in the 30th minute. But then Jason Knight in the second half for Derby put the game to bed. They started a strong team as well. You saw Wayne Rooney playing. Jason Knight in the end getting man of the match. But we were unlucky. Again, we sort of matched them. You see the stats there. They had a little bit more of the ball. We had plenty of shots and goals. So promising signs, obviously, against the team who are in the division above us. We then had a cracker of a match. It was an 8-goal thriller against Burton. We drew 4 goals each. A crazy game, really. We were 1-0 down, actually, with Oliver Sarkic scoring for Burton. We then went and equalised with Ben Wiles. We then went ahead with Leonardo Campana. He's trying to keep it with the goals. Burton then got us back. It was Richard Narty to make it 2-2. And then just after, actually, us getting a red card. So we were 2-1 up with 10 men. Burton got it back to 2-2, and then we made it 4-2. Campana scored again, and Matt Crook scoring. And then we fell to pieces. In the 92nd and 97th minute, Burton scored 2 goals, and the game ended 4 goals each. So that red card really did cost us in the end, and we got Joe Mattock injured. So we were down to 9 men at that point. So unfortunately, dropped points, but finishing the game with 9 men, we sort of take a draw maybe, but the fact that we were 4-2 up and we still threw it away is a little bit annoying. We did bounce back with a win though. We beat Portsmouth away from home. We beat them 2-1. Michael Smith opening the scoring after 14 minutes. Marcus Harness did equalise for Portsmouth. Then it was Leonardo Campana again with 20 minutes to go to grab the winner. Great start for him in a Rotherham shirt as well. Really looking forward to seeing how he can get on this season. And in the most recent game, we beat Tranmere 2-1 to get our second consecutive win. It was Matt Olasunde to open the score, and Leonardo Campana did score yet again. And Corey Blackett-Taylor did get one back for Tranmere, but it wasn't enough. And Michael Smith also missed a penalty. He had a shocking game. He did get an assist, to be fair to him, but 5.8 for Michael Smith. Had a real shocker. But another win, and after a little bit of a sketchy start to the season, after the win in the last episode, obviously losing just the one game in the league so far. We're at the Carabao Cup, so that gives us, a little bit of time to focus on the leasing.com trophy. I called it the Checker Trade Trophy, didn't I, at the start? The leasing.com trophy and the league for the time being anyway. So we are going to be playing up against Manchester United under 23s today. We're at home for that game. I think how it works, if we're drawing, it goes to a penalty shootout and we can get an extra point. I don't know. But it would be nice to get a little trip to Wembley, wouldn't it? In terms of transfers, I don't think we purchased anybody else in it for the first team. There are a couple more players again for the under 23s, and no one really left the club. So at the moment, we're as we were and as we are in the last episode, really. Leonardo Campana already top goal scorer with 5 goals. I've managed to get his picture into the game, as you can see. 4 goals in 5 in the league, and obviously scoring in the Carabao Cup against 5 in 6 in all competitions. Really solid start for him, and I think he's a player that maybe if we do go on and get promoted, he's a player that we can look to keep maybe next season. So I think all being well, we should be okay for this game. There's going to be a couple of changes. I think we're going to go with the same system as we have been playing. In the league right now, we sat in 10th place. Obviously, 5 games played, 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat. We've got a game in hand of plenty of teams. If we do win our game in hand, we can shoot up to maybe 4th or 3rd place. But yeah, we really want to be knocking on the door as early as we can and solidifying ourselves as a top 6 team this season. But let's go and see how we can get on. First sort of game in the Leasing.com trophy, Group C. Our teams are Bradford and United. It's a group that personally we should be getting out of. So let's hopefully kick it off with a bang. So then here we are with the teams for today's game. I'm looking at United's team really quickly. You can see Andres Pereira playing there, Ghana, Twinzabe. They're the main players I know out of that team, to be honest. Having a quick look at the bench as well. There's no one really there that I know of. I thought that was a Dharma Traore for a second I was looking at. And this guy as well, I know, Hannibal. Other than that, if I'm being honest, I'm not too familiar with some of these players. That Ethan Laird is his name? Yeah. Well, we're starting with our 5-3-2. As you know, Campana will start up front. Ladapo is going to get the nod today, guys, ahead of Smith, who had a bit of a shocker in the last game. O'Reilly, Crooks and Barleza in the middle. Matuk and Adlekun as the wing-backs. Iekwi, Thompson, Robertson at the back with Iverson in goal. Adlekun isn't actually a wing-back. He's more of a winger. But I think, you know, with us not playing wingers, he deserves maybe a shot as a wing-back, especially against United if we're going to start, you know, pushing forward, maybe knocking on the door a little bit, trying to get a little bit, you know, higher and more attacking. I think this is a game we should be winning. You know, United's team, it's their 23s. I'm hoping that we can really take advantage of that and get something out of the match. Got a corner in here. Barleza ball into Michael Iekwi, who scores. And there we go, 15 minutes in. First goal of the season for Michael Iekwi. And we are 1-0 up against Manchester United. Off a corner. And we've got the big centre-backs. And with us having 3 centre-backs in this system, you've got at least 2 or 3 big boys coming up for the corners. And there we go. There's goal number 1. And it was Iekwi with it. And we 1-0 up here against Manchester United. Thrown here for United in a good position. Mella on the ball. Completely unmarked, by the way. Laird. United coming forward, searching for that equaliser, and they get it. And it's Aidan Barlow, with the equalising goal. And the defending in general was dreadful there. And United are level. And it's only taken them, you know, a few minutes to get back into the game. It was the initial throw in there. Just no one was tracking the man. And Laird knocks it in. And everyone was free. Just no pressure on anybody. No pressure on Barlow. No pressure on Laird. No pressure on the initial guy that picks up the ball from the throw-in. So coming up to half-time, it looks like we're going to go in level against Manchester United. And we certainly are. So a little bit disappointed, guys, not to kick off the first half ahead. But nonetheless, you know, do I say I'm unhappy? Yeah, come on, I'll say I'm unhappy. See how they react to that. And I'm hoping that we can have a much more positive and stronger second half. United with a throw-in deep in their own half here. Long ball forward. Barleza does cut it out. Andres Pereira, arguably Premier League quality starting this game. So it's always going to be difficult if we allow him some of the ball. It's all the way back to Ghana, who's not a bad player either. McGee, loads of room again. This time for Laird on the left-hand side. Ball in again, free header again. And it's Demani Mella. And Manchester United now take the lead. And, just again, not enough pressure on the players there. Look at this left-hand side. Where are our fullbacks there? Dreadful defending again. And a free header just in the middle of the box. We've got 3 big centre-backs. And we can't defend that. Free kick from deep then. Wiles. Ball into the box. Iekwi's there again. He's hit the woodwork and it's away. What a chance for Rotherham to get an equaliser. It looks like it could be a defeat though. On our opening day of the Leasing.com trophy. A little bit frustrating. I'm just thinking of a last sub. Do we bring on... We've put McDonald at left wing back, by the way, because Matuk is just... He's got an injury. Don't really want to aggravate that. We've got Ogbenny on the bench. He's like a winger, but he's not quite what I need. Carl Vassell's not a bad option. Michael Smith, can he come on and redeem himself? Campana's having a quiet game. We're going to bring Smith on for Ladapo. He's not done much wrong, but we need to try and get something here. And it's Adlekun with the ball thrown in. It's half cleared away. He's picked it back up here on the right-hand side. Needs to beat his man, and Traore actually picks it up off him. We need to try and win this back whilst United are deep here. It's a long ball, and Thompson can restart the attack maybe. Wiles back to Crooks. Crooks down to Barleza. Right-hand side, there's loads of room. This is where we need Adlekun with his pace and with his... there we go, it's a penalty. So then, who's going to be walking up to take this? It is going to be Smith again, who missed a penalty in the last game. Can he redeem himself here late on against Manchester United? Michael Smith! And he does. He does score. And it's Rotherham 2, Manchester United 2. What a game this has been. And Michael Smith grabs his second goal of the season. And he slots it in. The Manchester United goalkeeper didn't even move. And Smith knocks it into the bottom right-hand corner. With 10 minutes to go, it's 2-2. Free kick from range. 82nd minute. It's Ben Wiles from the free kick. Let's see what he can do. Wiles. Oh, it's brilliant. From Ben Wiles. It's Rotherham 3, Manchester United 2. And that is an absolute beauty of a free kick. And what a comeback. Wow. I mean, it's a quiet stadium. I don't know if, I don't know if we're actually like playing, if the COVID's actually happened here. We're playing behind closed doors. I don't know. But it looks like we're going to get a massive victory here against Manchester United under 23s. We had to work for it. We had to turn it around after going ahead with Iekwe with a header. Aidan Barlow and Mella scoring headers as well. And then Michael Smith converted from the penalty spot after coming off the bench. And another substitute in Ben Wiles coming on and scoring a beauty of a free kick. It's Rotherham 3, Manchester United under 23s 2. And what a start to the leasing.com trophy. And there we go. That is confirmation of our victory against United under 23s. And that should put us in a decent position now in the leasing.com trophy. It does. With that win, obviously, we'll play Bradford next. And then I think, obviously, our games are done. But that win there, more or less, I think, sees us through to the next round. And as I say, it'd be nice to get, a little bit of silverware this season. Maybe it could be through the leasing.com trophy. But also a nice start in the league as well. So fingers crossed, we get a little bit of money in the bank. But two of our substitutes coming off the bench and scoring the goals to complete that turnaround against the 23s, which is very, very nice indeed. So guys, we are going to be coming back. I think we'll come back at the start of next month against Coventry. They're currently top of the league. But, of course, plenty can change in between now and then. We'll be facing off against Doncaster away from home. They're currently sat sort of mid-table, sat in 14th right now. We then go on to play Bolton, of course, in a little bit of trouble with minus points at the moment. They won their first game very, very comfortably. 5 goals to nil, but since then haven't been able to win and still on minus 8 points in the league. We then play up against the promotion rival in Sunderland. Shrewsbury then will come to us at home. And then we face off against Bristol Rovers, who are currently 7th. So a couple of tough teams and tough games in there as well, guys. But we will be back for the game against Coventry City. As always, guys, I really do appreciate your support. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Continue leaving your player suggestions in the comment section down below. It's always good to see who you guys reckon we should go on to look and sign. And hopefully in January, if not next season, we'll look at some of the suggestions that you guys have put into the comments. But until next time, guys, as always, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you all very, very soon.